right. Good morning, everyone. It is about 10 a.m. here in New York. Hey, I'm actually in Rochester, New York, rather. So it's your girl, Lady J Customs. I haven't buried Sage this morning, so I'd figure I would today. So we're on chill vibes in the shop right now. About to do some more strands today. Normally I like to do my lives in the morning, but then my whole schedule shifted, like I was saying the other day. So normally I was like, I think I'd do better in the evening for YouTube, but we'll see how it goes. I do stream whenever. I don't have a certain time. I am going to start streaming more frequently. So we may be in the shop, we may be outside. It really depends on the weather. Alright, yeah, so we got that sage going. And I was in the shop till about midnight last night, which was cool. I've been working longer nights, but later mornings. So today will be one of those days where I definitely got to get at least about 9 hours in the day, like just strictly on reading up on strands and stuff like that. So we're vibing right now, just chilling. Hey boo, good morning. How are you? I had 2 cups of coffee today, so let's hope I can get some work in today, okay? For real. A part of me is like, ooh, girl, but it's alright. We're gonna plug it out today. Amazing, I slept like a baby. Oh, that's what's up. I didn't. My sleep at nighttime hasn't really been too good. Like, I'll sleep a good, hour or two, and then I'll pop right back up, so... That's why my whole little schedule just shifted as far as, being up from 6 to 9 a.m. to get the kids on the bus or whatever. And then, normally I'll hop right in the shop, but these last couple of weeks have been, crazy work. So, that part. I tried some coffee today, we gotta do something to do. LOL. We need a look and key. We need a lock and key for you. Yes! For real, we do need a lock and key. Yes, we do. Oh my gosh. Look, what lock and key would that be? The energy key? I think it would be an energy key. For real. But you look, here's my thing. Y'all already know though, when you got a business, either it's a lot of early mornings and late nights, or a lot of late nights and early mornings. I did have to recharge though. I ain't gonna hold you guys, for real. I did have to recharge because I wasn't really live like that for a good, 2-3 weeks like that. And I'm back because I was like, we got things to do. I got all these really lit ideas. So I just got to be like, okay, cam up first. You feel me? So cam up and listen here. It is what it is. It's pretty much quiet right now. My little co-host Monty's outside playing in his little doggy daycare area, so he's chilling for right now. The weather is still cold. The snow is still on the ground, okay? But it is alright. Alright, so we're working on some more strands here, you guys. For those of you that are new to my stream, I'm Lady J Customs. And I design waist beads, beaded curtains, door beads, body jewelry, and more for men, women, kids, and events. And I do stream throughout the day. I do like to do longevity streams. But sometimes a lot of the times I do chop them up into hour streams, chop them up, whatever the case is. I will be doing a stream later on how to retire waist beads, because I actually had a pair of waist beads that fell off the other day while I was walking down the stairs to put laundry in the laundry room. Did I fall down the stairs? No, thank God. But I'm just saying that. Wow, almost did. Okay, for real. For real. Alright, so we're going to measure and see how long this strand is here. All my strands are 60 inches. Oh yeah, so Spiritual Mother, I counted how many strands is on the curtain right now, and we're literally at 75. Okay? There's literally 75 strands. And I'm like, Okay, we're about to add a few more up on there since it's a double wide closet, okay? So that part. Oh, I hear Monty is ready to come back in. He's gonna have to hold on a moment. I got my hands full. Alright, let's see. Alright, so these larger pieces right here do glow in the dark also. And once again, this is a glow in the dark orange confetti glow bead. These are bead curtains for a double white closet. There you go. I had to get my word play together there. Alright, so we're almost here at 60-inch mark here. And then we'll get started on another strand. I'm actually going to turn this up a little bit here. I hope everyone's having a good morning wherever you are in the world. Obviously, for some people it's daytime, some people it's nighttime, and I totally get it. But whether it's the morning time or nighttime, I hope you're having a good day or good night. I hope your week has been positive. You guys always know I try to say some positive situations throughout the stream. We already know that life is, look, adulting is ghetto sometimes. Adulting is ghetto sometimes, but it's life. We make it work, you know. Everybody's going through their own situation, so we gotta just be mindful of we're not the only ones going through it, you know. So that part. With that being said, I hope everyone remembers to sit back and take 5 minutes to breathe if you feel like you're getting overwhelmed, because we already know life be life. And people got kids, jobs, and things to do, and places to be. So the only thing you can do is take out time for yourself, because a lot of people forget to do that. Especially if you're running businesses, you got families, you gotta get to and from work, getting them kids to and from daycare, you know. So it's alright just to stop and take a breather sometimes. Life can get overwhelming, but life is also what you make it too. Alright, so I always like to leave leeway on the ends, so when I weave the ends onto the hooks and stuff like that for the beaded curtains, I can do that properly. So once again, this strand does glow in the dark. And these are going on the beaded curtain you see that's coming together here. So soon I will be doing a more closer up, close in your face video of the beaded curtain so you can see how detailed it is. Because I am super excited about these. Alright, so we're going to get started on another strand here. For most people, like I said before, I said this in previous videos, for the most people that I've seen that have done door beads and stuff like that, they say it takes like 2 months just to make one. Maybe for them, but I think we're down to like, I think we're up in like 3 weeks right now. 3 weeks. So I already have 7 in the making right now, you guys, at the same time. I just have to get tension rods for the other ones and they will be posted. So that part. You got door beads available soon. I only have one on the website, but it's already accounted for. And the other ones will be posted sooner than later. I will definitely let you guys know, because I will be doing a ton of content on the beads once they're finally finished. I do have new waist beads available. I will be at the market tomorrow, but I did not go to the market on Tuesday because it was snowing. We literally had a snow windstorm, so that part. And it was like 23 degrees. Anything under 30 degrees, I am not outside, because that literally just makes no sense. From what I hear, the rest of this week is supposed to be it's supposed to be rainy, but people still come outside, so I will be there on Thursday and Saturday. Definitely Saturday for sure. You guys know it doesn't matter what the weather is. On Saturday, I'm there. Unless it's like 10 degrees or something crazy, I'm not gonna be there. But I'm hoping that this New York weather gets better because this is just out of pocket. For real. Yesterday, I did not stream because once again we were in a wind snowstorm, and I feel like the stream would have been lagging like crazy. So it literally wasn't even worth it. Yesterday was a very resting type of day. I probably literally started working in the shop about like 3 to 5 p.m. It seems like I get more active and more creative now, so on a 3 to 11 type situation. So why did my schedule shift? I don't know, but it did. So right now I'm more in a more mellow type of mood, even though we're creating. Later today, we'll see. I don't even know. So we're vibing here, just vibing out. All right. Oh yeah. If I didn't say already either, this mix, DCB's all glow in the dark too. So this is gonna be so fire at nighttime. Man, you guys have no idea how bad I really want to play Kevin Gates right now, bro. I don't want to get like blipped or something like that here on YouTube. But the relaxing vibes is chill too, though. I had a lot of people hit me from TikTok saying, where are you? And I'm like, I'm on YouTube. So eventually the tribe will follow. Also, as far as another reason why I haven't been streaming on TikTok either is because my TikTok function's been acting kind of weird. I'll start streaming and then it'll boot me off for whatever reason. And I've been streaming on there for over a year, so that whole TikTok being here, then it's not, then being here for another 75 days that's unstable. That's very unstable as hell to me. I ain't gonna hold you. I don't like that. I was saying that, and then once again in the previous video, I was saying the same thing. That's like you going to work and you hearing your boss is saying that the company might get shut down next week. Obviously, you're gonna start looking for another job, so your income is not compromised. You dig? So that part. Do I miss the vibe on TikTok? Absolutely, but it's okay though. Everything happens for a reason, and once again, they will follow once they follow, I guess, or they choose to migrate over. Hey Brenda, how are you? Welcome in. How was your day today? Alright. So right now I'm creating strands for beaded curtains, door beads. I design jewelry, body jewelry of all sorts, bracelets, anklets, earrings, and more. And I ship out of New York. Thank you for the taps on the screen. Let's see the hearts. That's adorable. I love that. Alright, matter of fact, let's share this live. I'm going to share the live and see what happens. So give me a second. This phone is not on a stand, even though it should be. Let's see something real quick. I'm about to share. Okay, cool. Well, look, I'm about to take out my phone little thingy right here. Cause I'm going to share the live right now. Let's see how this goes. Ah, Lord, I knew that's gonna happen. See, that's why I got the phone stand. Okay, you guys, hold on. Let's see. I'm about to share this live also. Let's see. Oh, not Facebook. Oh, I'm on a totally different phone, so I can't. Oh, that sucks. Okay. Okay, I cannot actually. I'm on a totally different. I'm on a totally different phone right now. Well, let's create a. Okay, I just shared it with the post community. I'm on a totally different phone right now, so that part. All right, let's get that back together. I'm not on my normal phone that I'd be streaming on, so that part. Okay, so yeah, I thought I was about to share the live, but I'll wait till after I stream, and then I'll share the live that way because I'm on a totally different phone. My chin started freaking itching. All right, so back to the strand though. All right, yeah, so I guess I'll just share the live after the stream. Once again, I'm learning something new on YouTube. Okay. And then the work phone that I'm using, my actual particular work phone doesn't have all the other apps, so my personal phone does. So I'll just I'll share the live afterwards on all my social media platforms. Anyone that has shared the live, I definitely appreciate it. If you like the stream, please like, share, and subscribe. Okay, I will definitely be doing my due diligence on this platform, streaming and building my community back up here because, like I say, if you can create followers on any other platform, you can do it here too. So it's gonna take time, dedication, and stuff like that. So I definitely am excited to see how this channel grows. Word. You know what I was thinking? We gotta come up with a name. Like, hey, welcome, Bead family. I don't know. That sounds kind of corny. We gotta come up with a name, you guys. We gotta come up with something that it'll be lit. So. Alright, let's see. Why is it so close like that? Let me see something. There we go. Alright, maybe let's slow it down a little bit. Alright, there we go. Sometimes I do talk a lot, you guys. Sometimes I don't. That's why I always have chill music in the background. But I also do like to have great conversation if the stream is running that way, you know. But like I said, we like to chill. Sometimes it's very comforting with that. We got the sage going right now. It's a very peaceful and calm, pretty much calm day. If I'm not canned up, normally I'm sitting here quietly listening to music, you know. So, or I might have a movie going or something like that too. So also, I definitely let me know in the comments, you guys, if you guys are interested in having the audiobooks play in the background. At one point, I did do a live where I had scary stories going in the background, and it was definitely a lit live. That was such a vibe. So that's one thing I definitely like to do is have an interactive live for the most part, even if I'm not speaking the whole time. Obviously, I do know there's days where there will be a ton of people in the chat, like, oh my god, hey, what's up? And a lot of people do like to sit there and sit back and watch, you know, so I'm off for the vibes. got sage over. Let me relight it. It's slowly starting to go out. Oh, Lord. That's one thing I need to buy too, is some sage plants or some sage seeds. Earlier today, before I got on live, I had repotted some plants earlier and potted some new plants. A ton. I planted. Sorry, I planted a ton of lilac. I planted a lot of lavender. So I can't wait to see how that goes in a little while. I had 2 cups of coffee earlier this morning, so that part. I'm awake. I'm up. I will be doing some strands for the beaded planter that you see hanging up above my head right there in the background. And then I have a ton of bracelets I also will be creating later on too. I'm thinking of a contraption that I can create or buy that will hang the beaded curtains, like by the tension rod. So I'm interested to see on how this video reaches the algorithm, and I'm interested to see if anybody has any bright ideas on what I could create or buy that will hold the curtain rods. Or like I was thinking early, like yesterday, I was like, yo, what is that? Okay, you know when you go to like the rug store and you can like look through the rugs like a big old book. What is that? What is that holds that? That's what I want to know. I'm interested if somebody's gonna throw in the comments what that is. Obviously, I don't need something that tall, but I would like to know what that contraption is, because I think that would kind of be ideal to use. All right. So the beaded curtains, the door beads, the beaded curtains, the closet curtains are 60 inches. I do have window curtains available too. The window beads, those will be 30 inches. All right, so we're not quite in the middle. Are we? Hold on. Well, yo, I totally just measured it and didn't even look at the number. Let's try this again. Okay, so we're like 6 inches off. All right. There's a few barrel beads that are in this particular mix that I don't like, so I do take them out. That sage is burning. Okay, what's in here? I love it. I actually want to start growing a ton of sage so I can start making my own dried sage. Either A, to sell at the market, or B, just to have on deck here at the shop. Like, seriously. I have a huge green thumb and I love the garden. Like, I love plants. I love plants. Anything that gives life. Okay, for real. I need to find that instant holder. I think I left it upstairs, but that's okay though. Okay, also, what else? What else? What else? Okay, so also, you guys at the market, I have new earrings available. I've got new wristlet keychains available. Like I said, I'll be working on some more of the Evil Eye bracelets. Okay, so these have been a huge seller. So I will be creating these also. I will be creating some, and they will be available on my website at LadyJCustoms.com. But today is Wednesday, so give me till like Sunday to get those on the website. Also, for the men's jewelry, I will be back creating and restocking the men's bracelets and necklace sets. So the men's jewelry sets will have the necklace with the matching bracelet. So I'm waiting for the shipment of these to come through. And then I do have more thread available also for the creators that are in this chat. Or obviously anybody who's looking to order them. I do have thread and bead mixes available. Everything will be restocked on Sunday. Okay, this is going too fast. Here we go. Sometimes you have beads where the hole isn't quite formed because it was obviously made in a machine, so they get stuck on the needle and you have to take it off. Like I always tell you guys, for the crafters and the live, if you are using beading needles, accessories, and whatever you create, if the bead don't fit, don't force it, okay? Because you're going to mess around and tear up your needle or your thread and got to start all over again. Alright, give me 1 second here. Alright, yeah. I had to let my dog in. He should be alright though, because I definitely just gave him some chicken quarters. I have American Bully, as most of you guys already know, and he actually just turned one not too long ago. And I have him on a we got him on a raw diet, so that's what he's doing. All right, perfect. All right, 1 second. I see something here. All right, so we're gonna get started on another strand in a second here. As I'm streaming, I do like to share the live out and stuff like that on other platforms. Okay, anyway, so let's get started on another strand here. I'm still here. I had to make your kids breakfast and lunches. Oh, okay, Spirit. Okay, Bookie, do your thing. Okay. Listen, I already know we're on a 3-hour time difference, so shoot, do your big one. Oh no. Can I save it? Look, I was just about to say, "Ooh, we having a great morning, guys." I didn't mess up the thread. Yeah, I definitely spoke too soon, but it's okay. Matter of fact, let me see how long it is. We might have to start over and rethread this one, because listen here, if it's not more than 60 inches, I ain't even about to sit here and play with it. All right, let's see what's going on here. Was this already through? All right, let's see. Normally, when I stretch my thread out to do the strands, especially when I'm live, I'd like to make it 120 inches so I can get two strands out that one. You know, obviously you don't see a bunch of people sitting behind me or around me, creating waist beads or nothing like that with me. So I literally have to move like a 10-man bandstand. So let's see if I can. Okay, yeah, we good. One thing I forgot to look up is if I can play regular music and still be monetized in the future. But sorry, I'll figure it out later. Alright, got the loop at the end. We already know, obviously, that loop at the end is crucial because nobody wants their work to end up getting pushed off the end of the thread. Alright, let's see. Spiritual mother, what'd you make for breakfast? I literally had 2 cups of coffee today for breakfast, and that was it. I didn't even eat yet, and it's A-okay. Yesterday, I played around and had like a big, huge bowl of apple cinnamon oatmeal, and I had like chicken nuggets and tea. Yeah, no, I went to sleep. I ain't gonna hold you at all, okay? All right, so also in this particular mix, we have size 11s, 12s, 6s, and 8s. The reason why we have different sizes in here is because it gives it a different texture. It gives a different texture. Alright, so I'll measure this once we get to the mark here. Thank you for the taps on the screen. I definitely appreciate it. I'm hoping that the weather tomorrow for the market is actually like decent. I'm so serious. I know people are ready to get outside and not be stuck in the house. It's been a real hit or miss lately. Like, yo, it's crazy because like on the days we don't have the market, the weather's really nice. And then the days we have the market, it's a lot going on. And what as far as the weather. So I'm just sitting here like, yo, it's crazy weird. That's all right though, because like I said, I've been creating. I've been working on new projects. The door beads. The door beads have been definitely a lit situation. I've already got customers on pre-order for the curtains also. If there's a certain color you guys want your door beads to look like, let me know. Drop it in the comments, okay? For those of you that are new into my stream, I have been a jewelry designer for the last 11 years. And I definitely love what I do, okay? I love meeting new people. It's always a vibe. And I love a new challenge, too. That's probably how I ended up creating such a wide variety of jewelry. Because when I first started this business, I was only making bracelets. And then it evolved to bracelets, earrings, anklets. I don't do rings. I could, but I don't. I don't do rings. I do a lot of wire wrapping also. I do a lot of wire wrapping. I'm probably going to get back into wire wrapping also like later this year. But right now, I'm on beaded curtains. I have over 4,000 waist beads available between here in the shop and the market and online. So it's nice to be able to sit back and concentrate on the door beads because I have so many available. Like, for real, for real. It's such a vibe. Like, when I say it's such a, like, it's such a relaxing feeling because at one point I'm like, you guys, I will not sleep until this is done. And every day I had a crazy to-do list. And when I say I was not outside chilling with people or none of that, like, for what? I've got things to do, so straight grinding, straight business. So the fact that I'm actually here to be able to sit back and relax and I'm not like, oh my gosh, I've got like a time deadline, it's wonderful. Or it's a wonderful feeling. Like, I can be doing other stuff and then be getting orders in and then just, pull it off the line or unpack it and send it out. Instead of having to come to the shop and be like, oh my God, I got 47 orders I got to do, like, right now. That's why I always try to tell certain creators and certain designers, depending on what you make, try to jump ahead of it so you don't got to get overwhelmed if you have a influx of customers. Certain time of year brings certain type of people depending on what you make or sell or do. So that part. I'm starting a whole different line as far as my bracelets. I'm starting a whole different look to the bracelets and everything. The anklets are gonna have a totally different look to the anklets also. The earrings, I've already done that with the transition with the earrings, so that's been a vibe too. It's definitely been a vibe. I have the earrings out at the market on the days that it's not windy, because one thing I don't do is chase jewelry. I'm not gonna be running after stuff flying off the table and stuff at these pop-up shops and events, like, at all. We'll be getting like a rotating retail rack soon for that, but until then, it will be on the table. And of course, I do have earrings, bracelets, anklets, and more available online also. Once again, the restock will be on Sunday. Okay, let me bend this thread. I mean, this needle. Cause I'm like, what are we doing? Alright, so obviously, yes, I do have to re-bend the needle every so often because I do have different size beads in here. And the circular motion is called centripetal force. That is when it's going in a circular motion, kind of like a roller coaster. The faster in a circle, that's how it ends up on the thread. Okay, let's see. I might have to turn it up. What I'm starting to see is that towards the bottom of this bowl, because this is a huge mix, you have a lot of beads that don't have holes, or you might have a lot of beads that might be cracked or broken because, you know, if you buy your beads by the pound or large quantities, you will have broken beads at the bottom of the bag due to weight or however they were packaged at the company they came from. So that's just crafter life. There's nothing you can do about that. Alright, so we're going to just rotate through the beads right here. Alright, there we go. You gotta apply some pressure here, because one thing also is when your bead bowl is full, you have no problem getting those beads on the line because there's nowhere for them to go. The more emptier your bead bowl gets, the beads have more room to fly everywhere. So now you're over here trying to play 52 card pickup with beads in a bowl. Ooh, okay. As long as my elbow didn't hit that. I don't got time to go into the doctor's today, okay? Once again, welcome everyone that's in the stream. I appreciate everybody stopping through, coming in, staying a while, watching the video. Especially coming through and watching the live. I definitely appreciate it. Even if people come through like, hey, what's up? How are you? Little heart there and say hi where you're from. Excuse me. Alright, there we go. You had to give the ball a little reset there. You got a lot of beads that obviously settled to the bottom. Give them a little mix up there. It is so relaxing not to have, you know, people running in and out right now and all that. You guys don't understand how peaceful it is just to just sit here and concentrate, for real. I'm all for peaceful vibes and just sitting here and vibing out, like, for real. Spiritual Mother, what did you make for breakfast? Oh, she must not be in. I thought she was still in the stream. Never mind. Barrel bead. All right, there we go. That is crazy how big of a difference that makes when you make sure the bowl is full versus it being like halfway empty or getting towards the end of the bottom. Yeah, I see I was quietly trying to be like, okay, you guys, what's up? Okay, let me refill this bowl here. Oh, okay. All right. Look, I just did the one thing I told you guys not to do. Oh, that bee tricked me. Okay, here we go. Let's see how it's about to fly. I just did the one. Yeah, that one bee snagged. That's crazy. Ooh. I don't know if we can save this. Let's see. There's a bead in the middle of this one that snagged and pulled it down. Stinks. All right, let's see how long that particular situation is. All right. That one bead just shredded the crap out of my thread. All right, let me see something real quick. This is real life. I'm just leave those right there since bees want to go flying everywhere. All right, so we're gonna measure this and see what's going on here. This is at least 30 inches. Ooh. Now my hair got stuck in there. Oh, okay. Actually, yo, valid. All right. It didn't have to shred like that though, but you know. Look, life happens, right? And I can still utilize the thread. Now, if it would have got snapped up under 60, I'd have been like, no. That's all right, though. We got this. All right, let's see what time it is. Okay, lit. It's almost 11 o'clock. Not bad. More barrel beads are in there. And that's the only thing I don't like having to do is pull the barrel beads out. In this particular mix, I had barrel beads that actually fell into the mix. So I was just like, oh my gosh. So instead of crashing out that they fell in there, as I do the mix, I just take the barrel beads out of it before it gets on the thread, on the line. Time consuming, yes, but hey, gotta do what you gotta do, right? Oh, no, we're not even doing that. Hold on. That's one thing I can't stand is having a detangled thread. If I can save it, I will. But if it looks like it's a hot, bojangled mess, oh well. I got thread for days, so I'm not tripping. Oh Lord. Okay. My thigh saved the needle. Oh my heavens. Okay. Listen here. I think I've been doing real good with the same beading needle for the last, like, I want to say 2 months, man. And that's crazy work because I run through needles like nobody's business.
Life is expensive, but your phone bill shouldn't be. TextNow offers free talk and text plus free data for essential.
Ooh. All right. Alrighty. Alright, so we're getting started on another strand. So this one also will not have the large glow-in-the-dark charms in it because the whole strand does glow. On this particular beaded curtain behind me, with the white bar right there, every other strand has the charms on them. How much does this curtain weigh so far? I don't know, but it's definitely over 10 pounds at the moment, like for real. We're probably definitely at maybe 15, 20 pounds. That's why when I create the beaded curtains, they are on tension rods. Tension rods hold up better than regular rods. Don't nobody got time for their curtain rods snapping in the middle or starting to bend in a U shape at all. All right, listen, I'm a stickler for longevity. I don't care what it is. So that part, I don't play when it comes to designing jewelry or beaded curtains, door beads, plant hangers, bracelets, anklets, earrings, beaded swimsuits. I haven't done those in a little while. I think I might continue those, but I took a pause on the beaded swimsuits because it was a lot. The engineering of the actual beaded swimsuit is fire, so I probably will definitely do it again. But at this current moment, I have orders I have to get filled. You know, as far as these waist beads and the door beads. I will be restocking. Oh my god, I would totally purchase that. Oh, okay. Listen here, that part. I beaded swimsuits. Listen here, there was a group of women that went on a girls trip about 2 years ago. So that's how I got into making the beaded swimsuits. Now, you know, I think I would go. You know what I think would go crazy though, spiritual mother. The beaded thongs, like custom beaded thongs, would be fire. I think the exotic dancers would go crazy for shit like that, for real. And then like the females or the people who do Caravana Fest, I think that'd be lit. I think Pride is starting to come up too. If I'm not mistaken, Pride festivals and stuff is coming up. So there's one here in Rochester I'm gonna try to get into because I heard last year it was lit, like lit. I'm trying to be at the Summerfest this year as a vendor. I'm trying to attend the night market in Irondequoit as a vendor, like for real. I'm really like when I say I'm trying to be outside this summer, I mean that in the working way. I'm not about to be twerking on nobody's headlights, but yeah, I'm trying to be at every vendor event. I'm trying to beat her, literally. Like, oh my gosh, she's everywhere. That part. So therefore, I gotta pull my calendar out. Oh my god, please do those. Listen here. Don't get me started, okay? Listen, not the beaded thongs and the non-piercing nipple rings. Don't get me started. Okay. I've had two customers pop up at the market for the nipple rings, and they're like, "Yo, you got them out?" And I'm like, you guys know, I don't just got the nipple rings just sitting out like that. Like you're gonna have kids sitting there playing with it, and I don't got time for it. So, I gotta get some more copper. Shoot, I had some of my own stuff and lost one of them, so that part I haven't made any sense. I ain't gonna hold you. I'm gonna be 10,000. I had made some, and they stayed on though. Like even when I went to sleep, woke up, you don't have to test them out before, whatever. But yeah, they actually stayed on pretty well, and they were very comfortable too. I was like, okay, something different, something different. So I'm gonna definitely create some more. But I'm about to do some. I'm gonna do some non-piercing nipple rings that are they're gonna be copper, but then I'm gonna have I'm gonna do red rhinestones. I think red and green, or just red and white, or red and gold, something like that. But they're gonna be cute. How am I gonna take pictures of those? I don't know yet. We will figure that out. But obviously there will be no faces included. Alright, I might have to turn the speed down on here. I will definitely be putting in a custom order after I pay off my curtains. Okay, bet. Okay, here we go. I'm like, you guys, how many beads do we have in this bottom of the bowl that has no holes in it? I was about to turn it off and inspect the situation. Okay. I know this is ASMR, but I need the bees to get on the line. Alright, so I'm gonna find another lo-fi music. I was looking at a mini treadmill that goes under your desk, and I think I'm gonna order one in a few weeks. I've gotten back into my workout situation. When I was in Texas, I literally had a valid ass routine that was on point. Okay, where we was going to the gym, we was still exercising. You see me saying, so I don't come up here and got hella fluffy. And then, but here's another thing though. I be wanting to go to the gym. For one, that gym membership started to get out of hand. But then two, the gym that I wanted to go to and used to go to, they don't have no daycare situation. So who's gonna watch my kids? I'm not gonna let them be at home by themselves. So therefore, I see that I'm literally gonna have to bring the home gym to myself. Okay. Now we're workout buddies. Okay, listen. Shoot, cause no. I'm back wearing my waist trainer and stuff. I don't got it on today, but I will put it on later on today. At least still get my 6 hours in. I want to walk the dog today, but this weather is not okay. Look, I'm gonna be trying to take Monty for a walk, and he can be looking like, "What? No, I don't do snow." Dead serious. All right, come on, here we go. Thank you for the taps on the screen. I definitely appreciate it. Sometimes you got micro beads in the mix, as you see me pulling off little imaginary looking beads, but they're micro beads and they don't go down the line. They're in the mix because it was created, but it was probably a dysfunctional bead. All right, pop up on the screen so I can see who we do. Potential fraud. Okay, yep. We good. Hold on. Okay. Anywho, glad they invented a mute button. Sometimes my dog get a little lit there, and no one. I don't got time for that. So I definitely just cover his cage up. He'll be alright. What are your plans for today? I'm thinking about lunch at the current moment, so I'm gonna make some Jamaican beef patties, the mini ones. I'll make some Jamaican beef patties, and then I already planted some plants and whatnot, so I think I'm probably about to be in the shop for majority of today. Ooh. I'll probably be in the shop today for the most part. Alright, I did Gigi's hair last night, and she had 4 braids, and now she got 8, because I split each cornrow into 2. Because she was like, I got so much hair, my hair is heavy on my neck when it's just in a ponytail. And I was like, alright, bet. So she got cornrows. I gotta retwist Jordan King's hair, so that part, but that probably won't be until later. I'm thinking about breakfast. What did you make them for breakfast? What'd you make for breakfast, spiritual mother? Nothing. I'm probably going to McDonald's or Jack in the Box. Without me? My feelings are hurt. I want some McDonald's too. Oh goodness. But yeah. I got to grocery shop bad. Nah, listen here. Same here. Went to the meat market the other day, but gotta get condiments and stuff. I need to get spices for the spice cabinet, and this time I'm about to get a bag of the regular rice, and I'm about to get a bag of the jasmine rice. The jasmine rice is my personal. The kids ain't even getting that. Nah, cause look, you know how they play around with food. Don't nobody got time for that. And you know I got a serious issue with Chinese food, so I figured instead of me going to the Chinese food place every day, bothering them folk, I can make my own. So that part. I already got the Japanese barbecue sauce, so I'm straight with that part. I just gotta get the jasmine rice. This is why we are amazing as women, because we know how to spread thinly and evenly. Listen here. True indeed. True. True indeed. Listen here, I know of one man that is on point like that, okay? And I've met a lot of people in my life, and there's only one man that I know that be on point like that too. For real. He has a matching identical shirt to this one. Eee. For real. And that's crazy work to say that because I know a lot of people. So for me to say one man that be on point like that, but anywho, that part. Okay. Dead ass. Anyways, on to the next subject. On to the next subject. I believe this will be the last strand, and then this beaded curtain will be complete, and I'll be on to the next project. Totally excited about that. One thing I am noticing, though, once again, this is the bottom of the bead mix, so I'm starting to get a lot of faulty beads that are just like in the bowl. So like, okay, we about to see how this goes. So I did just turn up the speed, and we shall see how it goes. Alright, so sometimes when you have a kind of a hard time getting beads onto the needle, go do a back and forth motion that'll catch different beads, because like I said, when you get to the bottom of the bead bowl, there we go, now it's starting to move. When you gotta gotta get a little wrist work action going on in there, because when you get to the bottom of the mix, you have a lot of beads that don't have holes, a lot of beads are cracked, plus once again the pressure of the beads in there. Obviously, beads knocking against each other will crack and break depending on what kind of beads you use. Or, like I said, if you happen to buy in large quantities, you will have beads that are, my voice. You will have beads that are like not how they're supposed to be because they're made once again in the factory. But 10 out of 10, a majority of 99% of the beads that come in these packages and stuff obviously are normal. So you will have a few hit or misses. Seeing that this mix has several mixes in the mix, that's the situation that we're running into at the bottom. But it's cool though. It's called patience. Patience is a virtue. I always tell people, you have people that are like, oh my god, girl, I think I want to get into doing waist beads. If you got the patience and the time, then yeah, cool. But if you don't got the patience and you got a quick bad temper and you're gonna end up throwing the thing against the wall, don't even waste your time. Because this is supposed to be therapeutic. This is supposed to be a relaxing situation. This shouldn't be a situation where you left 38 hot, ready to fight or nothing crazy. And I feel like with people who do choose to do waist beads, you have to learn the craft. You have to learn the craft, and like I said, I've been doing this for years, and you still learn new stuff every day. YouTube University obviously is a thing, so that part. Or, mm-hmm. Mm-mm, mm-mm. Mm-mm, mm-mm. Mm-mm, mm-mm. All right. All right, let's turn it down a little bit and see. Okay, well, let's play with the speed here. All right. Alright, yep, that's my alarm. Alright, so I'll be on for another 5 minutes and then I'm gonna cam down and make lunch. I'll vibe out for a little bit and relax. I gotta hit some more chapstick. All right, there we go. I feel better now. I kept licking my lips, and I'm like, oh, they dry. They feel like they dry. I can't be on here looking crazy like that. Word. Gotta keep them chapstick up, okay? Girl, I'm watching the dishes and said the same thing about my lips just not too long ago. LOL. Girl, okay. I'm like, I keep looking at my lips. They're gonna be ashy looking like, nah, we ain't doing that. Be looking unnecessary. Look, can't be out here looking like just $1. That's crazy work. Like, yo, she a cool vibe, but her lips was ashy as hell. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. Alright, let's try a little harder there. Alright, there we go. Sound like you guys. Oh, I know you lying. I know you lying. Anyways, we are going to have a good and positive day today, okay? Don't let nobody irk your nerve, because only you can control how your day go, okay? Sometimes you get customers that feel like they can call you whenever they want to. And it's not for business. And I don't play that. So, that part. Look, I'll be at the market when I be at the market. If it was business related, obviously I would have answered the phone. But, no ma'am, no ham, no turkey. Hmm. Jeez, all that one little micro bead, boy. I'm actually glad that I'm done with this bottom of this mix for real, because I won't be using size 11s no more for real. Like this would be the first look. The first and last time using 11s, like they're gonna add great texture to the bead mix, absolutely. But then when you dealing with size 11s, the ones that don't have the holes, obviously, literally just a waste of space in the bead mix. So, oh Lord, no. Okay, it's still on there. Don't nobody got time to playing Russian roulette, okay? All right, there we go. All right, I'm gonna measure this in a moment here. And then I'm about to cam down. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, that's crazy, right? All right. Okay, we're off by like 2 inches. All right, let's see. All right, so we're almost at 60 inches here. We're literally like 2 inches away. And like I was telling you earlier, it's crazy work because now this is getting like Russian roulette because I done put all the little beads in there too. Let's see if it works faster if I go. There we go. Okay. Okay, look, this is why I appreciate the bead spinner with different speeds on it. The smaller the beads, the faster the bowl has to go sometimes because they want to sit there and not hop on the line. And then you see me over here trying to fight for my life. But yeah, nah, I will not be using size 11s in a door bead mix ever again. Ever, ever, ever. Usually I do 10 MMs, okay, and that's pretty big. 8 and 10 MMs. I was feeling a little spicy and was like, let me do size 11s. They're cute. Yeah. And they are, though, I can hold you. They're very cutesy and demure. Very time consuming. You need patience. I'm over here like, we're gonna finish this strand before I calm down, y'all. These 11s is not chilling right now. There we go, okay. Had to put a little pressure on that needle tip here. Come on, we have less than an inch to go. Less than an inch, let's get it, okay? Alright, let me see. Oh, it was a piece of, wow. Okay, I'm like, what is going on? It was literally a piece of a microbead on the tip of the needle. Oh, my heavens. You don't have this problem when you are using size 8s and size 6s, I promise you. Look, now you see the one reason why a lot of creators do not use size 11s unless they're doing like earrings or something. A lot of folks do not deal with these beads. The level of my time can be doing other things is on level 12. Alright, let's see. We're about to measure this here, and we should be at 60 inches. Granted, it just took me a whole 5 minutes, which it really shouldn't have at all. Time consuming, absolutely. But this was a little bit longer than it needed to be. The smaller the bead size you're using, the more time it's going to take creating whatever design you're trying to do. Alrighty, let's check. Okay, and we're there. Alrighty, so this is the last strand out of this particular bead mix right here. So this bead curd is officially done. Okay, I will be putting the end of the mechanics on here later today. And we will be on to the next project. Totally excited. Totally excited, okay. Alright, so I'm gonna stick that out the way. Alright, I still got thread for another waist bead, don't I? I actually do. All right, so I'm actually going to put this over to the side for the next one, and it will be after lunch. Bam. All right, I'm going to stick right there so it doesn't get all discombobulated. All right, you guys, I appreciate you guys coming in the stream. I appreciate you guys watching the video whenever you have time. I know this video is literally an hour and 32 minutes, but that's lit. So, I definitely would like for you guys to smash that like button. Definitely subscribe. We're building this community. I haven't thought of a name yet or a little cool catchphrase, but I'll think of something. So that part, I will catch you guys in a minute. You guys have a wonderful evening.